all I got. Yeah, I made money, but that money I love. Yeah, I'm shriving it down. Yeah, I'm causing the madness. Yeah, I'm the baddest. Yeah, I buy me the crowds. I buy me the jams. Yeah, I never need practice. My money go double or triple. Yeah, your money subtracted. Yeah, put up on the, put up on the, put up on the. Yeah, I need one nobody. Got a crib in the bird. Yeah, get a guy so bad. Get a guy in the worst. Yeah. That the chain. It burns. I ran on my money the most. I'm richer than all of the nerds. Yeah, I'm flexing a big bank roll. These knots in my pockets ain't hurt. I had a change of the talk. Get it to get ripping the grass till it burn. 24/7, I said it. I think I'm that the way that I blew up and left on the earth. I hope that you don't think you can just rock with that. You can come over here. You can try pulling up on this little bitch with a. I don't even posting no pics on the Instagram. I just stay out. Do it like me, you do it like us. You gon' get a big payout. You could be stuck in the mix with a couple, but it's always a way out. On the side of them, tell me this bad. I don't even miss, but it's in it mix with a loud. I was super shaping up. I bought them girl, yeah, look at me now. Yeah, look at them diamonds. Listen to what they sound. Yeah, no watch every day of the week. Little rolling with that beat. A little like young. Yeah, I bought a yours today. Her penny all year like a bird. It's I be back 2 times 2. My money, all I got. Yeah, I made money. That money I love. Yeah, I'm causing the madness. Yeah, the baddest. Yeah, I buy me the crowds. I buy me the jams. Yeah, I never need practice. My money go double or triple. Yeah, your money subtracted. Tell me if you still love.
Thanks for tuning in to NBA action with us. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Tip-off goes to San Antonio. Now Fox. Down low. Wembanyama's shot is good.
Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Thompson outside. Smith outside. It's stolen away. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. And out of bounds. Houston will have it. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up to the Rockets. Pass to Thompson. Back to Durant. Fires the three. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Here's Castle. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
How about Castle? He'll take any chance he gets to finish with power.
Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Fox. Back to Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. Soft touch off the glass.
This can be a simple game. Get the ball to Wemby, let him score.
Here's Durant. Launches it. Buries it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Fox. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
And Durant doesn't need to get up too high to throw it down. I think he could be dunking well into his 60s.
Pass to Champagny. Here's Fox, plenty of space. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Connects from downtown.
For all his inside the three-point line prowess, Şengün can still get it done outside.
Here's Fox. Into the lane. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Fox has got 6 points.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You've got to keep him out of the paint.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Now here's Fox. He has 6. Double on Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. San Antonio moving the ball around. And here's Wembanyama. Floats one up. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. Now Smith. Jacks up a 3. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
Now here's Durant. 7 points in the game. And it's slammed in by Durant.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Wembanyama with it. Guarded by Smith. Hawks outside. Stolen by Thompson. Spurs lead by 5. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Castle misses. Pass to Smith.
San Antonio foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Durant looking around. Here's Şengün. For 3, Smith. The shot won't fall. Up in time. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Spurs out in front. Up by 5. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me. Not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
San Antonio leading by 3. To the paint. Here's Cornet. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Capella.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. You'd be much better off making him go to the line. When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
And here's Shepard for 3. A rebound by the Spurs. Now here's Johnson. To the inside. Cornet. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Johnson gives them a huge lift when he's creating for his teammates. It takes their offense up a notch.
Capella got a chance to get it off. And it's Cornet with a rebound. Pass to Harper. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Okogie on the wing. The 3 ball. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Back to Barnes. From the arc. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Hey, when you lay off of Harrison Barnes, he's going to go right up on the catch.
Inside. Here's Capella. And a slam dunk by Capella.
What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his bounce.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And San Antonio making a change here. And Fox has got the ball here for the Spurs. Pass to Johnson from deep three-point land. And here's Wembanyama, guarded by Capella. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Rockets trail by 8. Capella in the high post. Screen by Capella. And here's Shepherd for 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Left side Johnson. And Finney-Smith over to help. Oh, who else? Wembanyama.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
It's stolen by Barnes. To the middle. Capella on the double team. All alone. And San Antonio again with a bucket.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Here's Okogie. Houston with another miss.
And that's a low percentage shot. And I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Houston shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Yeah, what I like about this kid, Shepherd, is his confidence, especially when it comes to shooting the ball.
And that'll be San Antonio's ball as it goes out of bounds. Spurs able to keep the possession.
Spurs ball. Hold to the floor for your Rockets. Number
1:36 left to play in the second quarter. Fox right side. Oh, it's stolen by Eason. Thompson goes in. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day.
Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Spurs lead by 11. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama throws it down.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Durant for 3. Yes, sir! The smooth stroke of Kevin Durant.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, and the jam by Wembanyama.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Wembanyama double teamed. Thompson with a steal. For 3, Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant. Vassell, he's open. Oh, and he just knocked out.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. Now here's Thompson. Takes it inside. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
LeBron drives in, and James throws it down hard.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time. He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Now here's LeBron. Pass to Kennard. Back to LeBron. Got it. Good job in the low post. James has got his second basket of the game.
Superb work in the pick and roll that time by LeBron James. Such a pro at executing in these sets. Takes advantage of whatever mistake the defense makes.
Now here's James. Following the shot by Kevin Durant. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to James.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Here's Thompson. And it's Ayton with the rebound. The Lakers with a quick start to this game. It's a three-point game.
Hachimura shifty off the drive there.
Thompson left side. To stop the run. He lays it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Kennard. It's rebounded by Houston. And it's Shepard missing. Here's James. Back to Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Boy, making the right decision in pick and rolls, the right basketball play, James is excellent at that.
Şengün with a wide open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Thompson after LeBron James's miss. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. To the middle. Here's Hachimura. Scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
He loves to attack from the inside. This is Hachimura's comfort zone, no doubt.
Capella. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
KD, that's for 2. He drains the quick shot.
Well, that jumper is so effortless coming out of Durant's hands. I mean, it's cash.
Inside. The shot's good from Kennard. Kennard's got 5. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and 4.
Now here's Durant. Pass to Thompson. Shot clock at 5.
Hey now! Hey now! Yeah!
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance. Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
So it's the Lakers now, following the score by Houston. Shot.
Those huge baby eyes get to running off at their mouth and telling me everything that's on your mind. They say you're in need of inviting me to that. I love who you are, love who you ain't. Let's hit the attic to hide out for about 2 weeks. Rick James and double time, the boy next door. So fresh and so clean, clean. The sky is falling, ain't no need to panic. I got a won't you? Compatible, created in the attic. We are the coolest on the planet. The sky is falling, ain't no need to panic. I got a won't you? Compatible, created in the attic. Ain't nobody don't pass me. I'm so fresh and so clean, clean. Don't you think I'm so? I'm just so fresh and so clean, clean. Ain't nobody don't pass me. I'm just so fresh and so clean, clean. I love when you stare at me. I'm just so fresh and so clean, clean. Ain't nobody don't pass me. I'm just so fresh and so clean, clean. Don't you think I'm so? I'm just so fresh and so clean, clean. Ain't nobody don't pass me. Take heat. Yeah. Yeah. Please,
We are live in Cleveland as the Cavaliers are about to go into this interconference contest here. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi everyone, this is Kevin Harlan, and alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Back to Allen. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
And then Mitchell at the dunk. DiVincenzo with it. Over Harden. Shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Harden, that's good.
And what control from Harden inside, adjusting his shot perfectly for that short-range make.
Outside Edwards. Gobert, the screen. Buries it down low.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Pass to Harden. Beyond the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Harden's got 5 points so far.
And that time, converting off the catch. Harden showing a little bit of everything tonight.
Here is Edwards. And here's Gobert. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
Oh, nice job protecting the rim. Turning an easy bucket into a miss.
Back to Strus. Cleveland moving the ball around. Harden with it. Picked up by Edwards. McDaniels on the wing. And finished off by McDaniel.
Well, you can't sleep on McDaniel's athleticism if you're the defense. At 6'9", he can absolutely hammer it up.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Harden outside. Screen by Allen. Harden scanning the floor. Just 5 on the clock. Another miss by Harden. Timberwolves trail. Edwards drives in. Randall outside. And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Out to Edwards. Lets the three fly. The three-pointer is right on target.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And then Allen slams it in.
Flushed by Allen there. What I love about him, he's a center and he's not trying to be a guard. He knows who he is.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Let's go. We have a dancer.
We're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Anderson. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Well, as a scorer, that's where Anderson likes to operate. He has a lot of tricks in.
Bryant. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now Schroeder. After Anthony Edwards missed from long range. And here's Schroeder. Makes it off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And Edwards slams it in.
Well, look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim because he will dunk it on you.
To the middle. Wade gets the bucket.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Drops in the tray. Edwards got 8 points.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
In the corner. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep. Bryant inside. Reed with the defensive effort. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percent. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Now that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So both teams making some changes here. To the inside. Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Allen, that's good.
And Allen's a competitor. He knows what his job is, and he has to be a major presence inside. He has to have the ability to score points down low. Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside, Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Well, that's what Reed brings to the table. He's got an impressive combination of strength and mobility.
Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Down low. Mobley with the block. And they'll get another chance. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Allen impacts the game on all levels. This kid has what it takes. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Here's Edwards. Edwards completes the break.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Inside, here's Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
How about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Back to Allen. Gobert with the block. It's Randall with the drive. And Randall throws it down.
And when Randall gets rolling on the drive, there's almost no stopping him. His size and athleticism are going to get him to the hoop.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Screen by Bryant. Kicks it out to Harden. 1:43 left to play here in the half. Misses in close. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Mitchell outside. And they get it. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves leading by 15. outside Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get burned.
Randall outside. Outside Edwards. To the paint. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. A rebound by the Timberwolves. 20 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Over in the corner, Edwards. Pulls up on the wing. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Edwards got 9 points in the quarter.
Man, Edwards gets great lift off the floor when shooting that jumper.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back to the action in just a minute. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes...
We've got the Detroit Pistons facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. Oh boy, we've got a good one for you right here on 2K Sports. Here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And Harden with the slam.
Move by Harden. Okay, I see you throwing it down on top of the defense.
And here's Cunningham. Six to shoot. To the middle. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Here's Mobley. It's hauled in by Robinson. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
Yeah, graceful touch from Cunningham, making that floater look effortless.
To the paint. Here's Mobley. Duren with a rebound. Inside. Detroit moving the ball around. Outside Robinson. Cunningham, right side. No good on the three. Here's Cleveland. Allen a screen. Down low. And it's Allen who slams it home.
For a big, Allen is so fluid. Sitting and taking and gracefully rolling into position.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Left side Mitchell. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
And Mitchell is a handful for any defense. So difficult to guard without fouling him at times.
He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line and talented enough to sink them.
Pass to Duren. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Back to Duren. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Outside Mitchell. To the inside. And it's Allen who slams it home.
When you're Allen, just about 7 feet, dunking comes easy.
Here's Cunningham. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Pass to Wade. Three-pointer, Harden. Duren with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
To the paint. In transition, here comes Cleveland. Harden from outside. Allen can't get it to go. Pistons trail up by 5. Harris outside. Pass to Cunningham. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
I love big guards, and Cunningham using the size to perfection.
Both free throws good from Cunningham. Cleveland leading by 3. Outside Harden. On the wing, Mitchell. The 3-ball. Duren with a rebound. And it's Detroit with the ball. To the middle. Out to Harris. Here's Cunningham. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. 6 points for Cade Cunningham.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He will gladly take those.
Now here's Robinson. He's scoreless. Right side Mitchell. Pass to Harden. Mobley on a screen. And Harden with the slam.
Scans the floor, runs the picks. Harden executes nicely.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Down low. Mobley grabs the board. The Cavaliers lead by 5. There's a screen. Inside. Here's Mitchell. And Mitchell with the
answer from Mitchell's leaping ability. This man goes up and he will put it down on you quick.
Here's Mobley. No good with a layup. And so it's Cleveland closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Cleveland.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Robinson. Back to Cunningham. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
I'm not sure what he was thinking. That's a weird pass.
The Cavaliers lead by 7. To the middle. Here's Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Duren with the bucket.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Thompson left side. And the dunk by Duren.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Down low. Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. There's Cunningham with a 3. Cunningham attacks for 3.
Pretty clever move by Cunningham, calling for the play to get himself some space to work with.
To the paint. And Mitchell with the slam.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll be a second foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Screen by Robinson. Launches it. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
The Cavaliers lead by 5. To the inside. Pass to Wade. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And Hart.
If you can use some exotic, there's a far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away. Come fly with me, let's float down to Peru. In Llama Land, there's a one-man band and he'll toot his flute for you. Come fly with me, let's take off in the blue. Once I get you up there where the air is rarefied, we'll just fly starry-eyed. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding you so near. You may hear angels cheer, 'cause we're together. Weather-wise, it's such a lovely day. Just say the words and we'll beat the birds down to Acapulco Bay. It's perfect for a flying honeymoon, they say. Come fly with me.
And here we go. NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Outside, DiVincenzo. Gobert inside. Not going to go that time. Pass to Gordon. Randall with a steal. Here we go. Here's Edwards. Jokic grabs the board. And stolen by Gobert. To the inside. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. McDaniels with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Murray with it. Now Gordon. DiVincenzo covering. Back to Murray. Nails it from 3.
Well, Murray absolutely has that range. He just needs to find the look he likes, and he'll knock it down.
Here's DiVincenzo. It's good from about 19 feet.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
Outside Brown. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
And the clever passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the court.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't go for him. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. The floater. The kick out to Johnson. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Boy, Murray is a better athlete than he looks. He's actually terrific as an athlete. You have to love seeing him use that momentum to bounce up and throw it down.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Edwards. Kick those feet up and enjoy some NBA hoops on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. Now here's Beal. Pass to Leonard. Now Lopez. Back to Leonard. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Skilled at getting inside and doing work down there. Kawhi Leonard is a confident scorer.
Now Butler. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Porzingis for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
This is why Porzingis is special. I mean, exceptional accuracy from range for a man of his size.
Collins right side. Dunn outside. To the middle. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. We played just over a minute here in the first. Green, a screen. They kick it out to Porzingis. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Continuing to work on refining his craft. Butler puts in a great amount of time, maybe more than most.
Jimmy Butler. 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. First ball. Beal surveying the D. There's the drive. That one's good for 2.
Not just a jump shooter, Bradley Beal is also excellent at knifing his way to the rack and finishing.
Outside Pajemski. Inside. Butler with the ball. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Excellent job getting that strong position inside. Butler doing work. Really nice.
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Now here's Beal. From 10 feet away. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Beal's got such a fluid shooting motion. It really helps him on those catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Pajemski into the lane. To the left wing. Clock at 6. To the inside. And that one's good. Green.
Curry's got such a great feel and understanding of the game. I mean, he can make a lot happen in the pick and roll.
Pass to Dunn. Leonard outside. Down low. And stolen by Porzingis. Fast break. Here we go. Outside Pajemski. Now here's Green. Misses the 3. Beal outside. On the take. And then Beal with the dunk.
What a play at the rim. Bradley Beal showing off all kinds of explosiveness.
Outside for Green. All alone. Again, Green missing.
Well, you know exactly why they let him have that shot.
Beal goes in to the paint. Lopez. The layup off target. The Warriors trailing. Outside Curry. Puts up a 3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
That's Curry's game. I mean, you can't give him a sliver of daylight out there.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Pass to Payton. Out to Horford. And there's the screen. On the attack, Curry. Can't connect from short range. And so Garland will bring it up for the LA Clippers. To the inside. Lopez can't hit. Now Curry for 3. Another 3 for Golden State. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Warriors on top. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
Well, it's so hard to stop Horford when he's that physical down low. Most defenders have a tough time dealing with him.
Batum shot is off. The Warriors lead by 4. 17-foot shot on the way. And again, it's Golden State. And here's Matherin. Still without a bucket. Inside, Jackson. And he buries his first look.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Pass to Payton. Batum pulls it in. Clippers trail by 4. Jackson outside. Back to Matherin. Down low. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
Great awareness by Matherin. Saw the defense rotating and found a teammate with the assist.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. To the middle. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's gotten 4 this quarter.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
There's a screen. Pass to Melton. Here's Santos. Defended by Jones. Inside. And Horford powers it home.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. The Clippers trail. Now here's Matherin. No points so far. Count it.
And Matherin is an impressive scorer, skilled at finding ways to convert around the rim.
Hey, yo, right here. Outside Pajemski. To the inside. Out to Horford. 5 on the clock. Here's Pajemski. Going inside. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
You're talking about a sensational athlete. Matherin is so tough in transition.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. The Clippers in the lead. Outside Bogdanovich. The three-pointer off the mark. Butler surveying the floor. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Isaiah Jackson.
You know, guys, KP sometimes is just overwhelming. I mean, when he gets good positioning, he sometimes just forces the defense to foul.
Some changes for Los Angeles.
Rare sight. How often does he fail to capitalize at the line?
A minute 22 left in the first half. And here's Green from the arc. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Green's got 5 points.
You've got to respect Green at the arc. If he gets open out there, he can make you pay.
Down low. Oh, a nice shot by Collins. And the Clippers lead by 1. Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
Back to Curry. Pass to Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. Rebounded by Lopez.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Leonard can't get it to go. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Outside, Green. Back to Curry. From the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. To the inside. Leonard. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Clippers ahead. They lead by 1. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Pass to Butler. Back to Curry. Curry finds his way through inside.
Love the intensity from Curry, finding a way to work through the contact.
Lopez, the screen. From the top of the key. Count it. Beal's got 8. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Outside Curry. Here's Butler. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. And so it's Beal who brings up the ball for the Clippers. It's a 1-point game. Pulls up, high post. Lopez can't hit. To the middle. Pass to Porzingis. Got it. Good job in the low post. He's got 5.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Leonard for 3. Connects from downtown. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Claw getting rid of it in a hurry. Nice quick release that time.
Outside Moody. On the wing. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And the Warriors making a switch here. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Pajemski. Out to Horford. Outside Butler. Launches it. Jimmy buckets with the trade.
Excellent use of the screen and roll. Butler knowing precisely what to do in that situation. I'm really impressed by how smart he is.
The Warriors trailing. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Green. Here's Butler. Connects on the 17-footer. Butler's got 5 points in the quarter.
Keep somebody on Butler. If you lose track of him, he'll nail shots like that.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And here's Curry for three. Money! Stephen Curry, the three-point king.
And the shooting mechanics of Curry, they are as pure as anybody who's ever played. He's such a dangerous shooter and scorer.
Done with a steal. To the paint. Here's Lopez. And he banks in the layup. Lopez has gotten his second bucket of the game.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
Pass to Green. Outside Curry. Screen by Horford. Back to Green. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
The Clippers trail. There's a screen. Inside. Here's Matherin. Horford with the block.
Horford relentless as a defender in good position. That shot never had a chance.
Left side Jones. Pass to Dunn. Outside Matherin. Lopez, the screen. Shot's good by Matherin. Matherin's got 6 points.
Yeah, tricky move by Matherin, showing us how effectively he can run the pick and roll.
Outside, Green. Pass to Melton. Back to Curry. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And here's Matherin. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 2. Down low. Here's Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by Golden State. Melton outside. To the paint. Horford can't hit. And the Clippers with the ball. To the inside. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Boy, that's big-time concentration from Batum. Able to battle his way through contact and still get the finish.
Here's Pajemski. Matherin with a rebound. In transition, here they come. And the dunk by Jackson.
When Matherin's creating for his teammates, his offensive impact goes way up.
Pass to Melton. Horford, left side. It's Pajemski on the wing. They set the pick. The three is up. Knocks it down from distance. Pajemski's got himself on the board with a three there. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Payton's shot is good.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. for the Clippers. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. Clearly, there's no doubt in the coach's mind. He told his guys, look, we're in this. All it takes is a couple of stops and a couple of buckets. It's yours for the taking. Now go out there and take it. I like his confidence. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. Lays it in easily.
Man, where's the effort on the defensive end? You gotta play harder than that.
You know, it's made for a fun game, but you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, the defense has been non-existent.
Leonard just muscles his way in.
You know, a little bit of contact will not bother Leonard at all. I mean, he's so strong as a player. It's part of the deal for him.
Outside Pajemski. Cleared away by Lopez. The Clippers trail. Throw it down, Kawhi.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Outside Pajemski. He takes it in. Horford inside. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to squat down that attempt.
Good on the first. And that ties this game up. And the Warriors making a change here. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
Outside Leonard. Now Lopez. Now Leonard. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
Curry really runs the offense well. Knows exactly the time to either shoot it or give it up to his teammates.
Oh, no good. The Warriors lead by 3. From downtown, Coolin drips down the board. And so Beal will bring it up for the LA Clippers. Curry with it. They set a pick. Now Butler. Shot clock at 6. Curry with it. Beal picks him up. Banks it home. Big shot.
Delicious dime from Curry there. One of the reasons his teammates love playing with him.
And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Talk about trusting Beal in the big moments. No matter the stakes, he can find a shot.
23 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Curry surveys. No good from 3. And timeout called by Ty Lue. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
So both teams changing it up here.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
Collins outside.
Stop playing. I do it like a king do. If these animals, then I'ma have a mink soon. Tell them I say put my name on the wall. I speak the truth, but I guess that's a foreign language to y'all. And I call it like I see it. And my glasses on. But most of y'all don't get the picture unless the flash is on. Satisfied with nothing. You don't know the half of it. Young money, cash money. Paper chaser, tell that paper, look, I'm right behind you. Real moving silence like lasagna. People say I'm borderline crazy, sorta kinda. Woman of my dreams, I don't sleep so I can't find her. You the gelatin, peanuts to an elephant. I got through that sentence like a subject and a predicate. Yeah, with a swag you would for. Money too strong, pockets on bodybuilder. Jumped in a wishing well, now wish me well.
Tell him kiss my, call that kiss and tell. Yeah, word to my mama, I'm out of my llama bean. Don't wanna see what that drama mean. Get some hotter than summer sun on a Ghana queen. Now all I want is hits. Wayne signed a fiend. I play the side for you, trying to front and see. Son of me, pause for this dumber speech. I glow like Buddha, disturb me, and you'll be all over the flow like Luda. I flow like scuba, I'm bold like Cuba, and I keep a. She go right through ya. I be macking about my stacking amount. I pack like a mover. Shout the for backing out on behalf of my. Think they is I come laugh at your ruler. Cash money cold, but our actions is cooler. Wayne, these they mine and I told these some 100 times that I keep them bucks, they be on my mind. These on your mind, pause, to feed them on my grind, get a beat a little upkeep. In the middle, on my side, cause ain't no peace on my side. I'm a man, I visit the bride. Team, tell me to him.
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We'll see the Charlotte Hornets taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And that's how you like to start the game. Boom, straight to the bucket for the easy deuce.
The three from Curry. Can't get it to go. Missed it. Slams it in.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Here's Charlotte now. 4-point game. And here's Curry for three. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. Here's Cassell. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Here's Edwards. Got a hand on it. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Johnson for three. Love grabs the miss. Now the Timberwolves with it. Wiggins with it. Now guarded by Curry. Tipped. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Here's Garnett. Pass to Cassell. To the paint. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, the prototypical modern-day power forward comes about as a result of KG paving the way.
Here's Rice. Outside Jones. Deflected. Ooh, it's stolen away. And here's Curry for three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside Love. Pass to Garnett. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Cassell. On target from range. Cassell's got 5 points.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The kick out to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. To the inside. Wiggins. And he banks in the layup.
Well, this guy can do it anytime he wants. Andrew Wiggins with broad shoulders to carry the load there.
Here's Jones. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. Pass to Edwards. Wiggins outside. Here's Cassell. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
They've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And Minnesota calls time here. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Down low. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Pass to Coleman. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Now Davis, guarded by Edwards. Here's Ball. The putback. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Marbury. To the middle. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult. Well, this is what we've come to expect from him, right? Excellence at the foul line.
Here's Divac. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. It's Minnesota. They lead by 12. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Minnesota?
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
A nice shot by Rice.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
Inside. Here's Garnett. Pass to Wiggins. Here's Cassell. Defended by Jones. Now Edwards. Here's Edwards to the paint. Wiggins throws it down.
Yeah, showing some toughness right there. I like whenever Wiggins out-muscles the defense and capitalizes.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And here's Jones. Here's the three. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Garnett.
And they're just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Love for three. Hauled in by Curry. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. They trail by 9.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Outside Edwards. The three is up. Edwards connects from outside.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Pass to Wiggins. Now the Hornets moving it up. On up to court. Oh, rejected by Wiggins.
Well, using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan, Wiggins airmailing it back.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Charlotte again missing. Towns, right side. Outside for Butler. To the inside. Butler with emphasis.
Yeah, great move by Butler. Setting the pick, then getting the score.
Pass to Johnson. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Minnesota leading by 11. Outside Love. And here's Butler. Here's Cassell. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And stolen by Jones. Beyond the arc. Cassell with a rebound. Getting a good look. Edwards.
Well, Anthony Edwards with that frame on the interior. Such a tough check.
And there's the drive. And here's Butler outside. He buries it from 3. Butler's got 5 points.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And Minnesota calls time here. .144 left in the second period. Out to the wing. Pass to Sprewell. Down low. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl Anthony Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
Davis. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. Charlotte's shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he sinks the second. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Pass to Sprewell. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Divac. Davis from long range. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
Down low. Butler drops it in.
That's the tenacity of Jimmy Butler, just putting in work in close range.
There's 47 seconds left in the half. Pass to Wallace. Shot clock at 6. Here's Divac. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 14-6 run. To the middle. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Here's Sprewell. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Sprewell's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, leading by 17 at the end of the period. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. Back to the game after this break. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Now a timeout called by Charlotte. Here's Jones. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Oh, that's good.
We know this about Kevin Love. Contact will not deter him.
Steps back. Jones from outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Offensive rebound. The kick out to Edwards. Another shot. And that one comes up a bit short. Hornets trail by 17. And a deep three from Curry. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Pass to Garnett. Launches it. Sinks it from distance. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
Well, what a delivery. The catch and shoot for Garnett. Perfect.
Jones misses. Love, high post. Left side, Edwards. Shoots over Curry. Another one falls for Minnesota.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
Pass to Mourning. Here's Rice. Pounded by Wiggins. Three-pointer. Rice's shot is off. Minnesota leading by 19 to the paint. Here's Garnett. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Garnett got 11.
Hey, Garnett may have lost a step in terms of quickness, but makes up
2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. Back to Smart. It's deflected. Stolen by Smart to the inside. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Dort. From down in the low post, it goes.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And it's Ayton missing. Inside. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
And Ayton throws it down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder. Just an all-around terrific basketball player. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pass to LeBron. Fires from deep. That one's in. His first shot this game.
He's become so comfortable from long range. That shot's now a weapon for LeBron.
And here is Dort. On the wing, Williams. And Williams throws it down.
And he had more than enough room there for one of those trademark slams that he's become noted for.
And Greg, don't you think once he got that space, he just knew it was going to happen?
So did the defense.
Yeah, that's right.
And I tell you what, he does not squander those chances. I mean, he's always going to punch it home with that kind of chance.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And it's good for two. And it's 8 points for DeAndre Ayton. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game. Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. The Lakers trail. Pass to Ayton. Back to Smart. Now here's Hetchimer. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of it.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the first quarter. Smart with the ball. Still without a basket. Here's SGA. Scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
Pass to LeBron. And James throws it down. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now here's Williams to the middle. And the slam by Williams.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
Up again. And finished off by LeBron.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Down low. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Williams. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Dives for it. And stolen by James. Pass to LaRavia. Over Mitchell. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. DeAndre, he has been the guy making things happen for the Lakers. He got into double digits.
19.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Pass to Joe. Inside. Here's Holmgren. Kleba with the rebound. He's in the post. Misses the layup. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Outside Williams. On the wing Williams. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And running offense through Holmgren, great court awareness and really unselfish.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And here is LeBron. He has 7 to the paint. And that one's good, LaRavia.
And the passing instincts of James are just unreal. He has that great sense for when and where to send the ball.
Pass to Joe. There's the pick. Outside Williams. Driving the lane. And he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Left side, Smart. Screen by James. Buries it from 3-point range. Kennard's got 5 now. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
You know what they came to see. Me, never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you
Oklahoma City trailing. Now SGA. 8 points for him. Pass to Holmgren. Over Hayes. Misses off the left iron. And here's Los Angeles. And they double up James. Holmgren with the steal. To the inside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Smart. For Oklahoma City, they had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And it's Ayton missing. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Oklahoma City. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by SGA.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
Here's LeBron. James slices to the rim.
Special. There just aren't many guys like him who can accelerate to the rim and finish in style.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
To the middle. Shoots. Here's Ayton. Thunder with the rebound. Pass to Wiggins. Three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target. Now it's a 4-point Oklahoma City lead.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
Ayton. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with them 40 years ago.
And a wide open look for James. And he's good on the three ball. LeBron's got 12.
Off the catch, LeBron not lacking confidence or hesitating.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Hartenstein.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Here's Kennard. He's got 5. Pass to James. Over Williams. No good on the last second attempt there. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thunder lead by 3. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. The Thunder leading by 3. They set the pick. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by SGA.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
The shot's good.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And the shot goes in.
And that's all the space he needs from that range.
Here's LeBron. Point-blank range. Too easy for LeBron.
Hey, I really like what I'm seeing from LeBron here tonight, keeping it simple. He's going to the hot hand, which is him. That's pretty good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
Down low. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Back to Ayton. To the wing on the left. Now here is Hachimura. Still scoreless. Holmgren right side. And stolen by LeBron. Pass to Ayton. Outside, Smart. Ayton, a screen. Just 5 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
And Williams with the stuff.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Smart. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
On the wing, Wallace. 3-pointer. They grab their own miss. Dort, left side. And there's the foul. It's on Jake LaRavia. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. To the paint. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
They get a hand on it. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. To the inside. Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. And here is Los Angeles now. They trail by 7. Inside, here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Tries from 10. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 5. LaRavia up top. Here's Hachimura. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander. It's his first trip to the line.
Oklahoma City foul.
And that one falls for Hachimura.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Los Angeles.
Hachimura hits them both. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Oklahoma City. It's a 3-point game. And he gets the bucket.
Good work between the teammates that time, leading him perfectly.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pass to Kleba. LaRavia with it. Now here is Hachimura. Covered by Mitchell. Just 2 to shoot. James. And again, the Lakers no good. Got it! A cold-blooded buzzer beater.
Clutch, much in the clutch. Woo-hoo! How about that? Yeah!
45. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what J.J. Redick was saying to the team. Coach challenging the team to play faster. He emphasized the main focus is that first pass off a turnover or a rebound. Make it quicker to get the ball out and into transition. Let's see if those words actually work.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's tipped. They get it back. Clock at 6. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pass to LeBron. Baseline try. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Outside, SGA. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. SGA's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Oklahoma City. From deep LeBron, Los Angeles with another miss. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Over in the corner, Dort. It's Dort on the wing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Hartenstein. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 22 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's James.
Bully ball. Well, LeBron has been doing that since he stepped into the league.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Thunder.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
The Thunder leading by 11. Screen by Hartenstein. Using his size out of the backcourt. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the plane.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And the Lakers making a change here. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 13-point game. They set the screen. Hartenstein comes with the double team. It's in there.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Now Williams. Another shot. Cleared away by Ayton. And here's Kennard. Takes the three. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Here's Hartenstein. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. What a finesse finish on the way-in.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
No good from three. The Thunder leading by 13. Now Hartenstein slams down the alley-oop.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Oklahoma City.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you know, looking back in all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Hartenstein with the rebound. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Lakers call time here. They're behind by 15. Substitution here for the Lakers. That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. And the Lakers have possession. They trail by 16. James. The shot is good. Here's SGA. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Fires from 18. Connects with the J.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
6 on the shot clock. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. From 11, it's good! So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.